Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 3 on the Adenta project that we are putting up for our lovely clients. So, I believe you've watched episode 2, and so you understand where we are coming from. Again, if you haven't, this is a 4-bedroom house on the ground floor. Okay, it's a 2-story building. 2-story. So we have a 4-bedroom in the ground floor. And then on the first floor, we have 2-bedroom apartment, 2 units. When I say 2 units, it means that 2-bedroom apartment, we have 2 of them, both on the left and on the right. And then if you go to the second floor, again, we have 2-bedroom apartment, 2 units. Okay, so we have total 4-bedroom apartment, 2 on first floor and another 2 units on the second floor. But in the ground floor, we have a complete 4-bedroom. This is just a concept from my house. If you have watched my channel, you will notice that my house has got a 4-bedroom in the ground floor. And then if you go to the first floor, it's got an apartment. And this apartment, we have 2-bedroom apartment on the left and a 2-bedroom apartment on the right. All right, so basically this is the entire project. This house is really huge, and so much attention is being paid, and then also it comes with some method of details, and that is exactly what we are doing. Now, you notice that we've placed a board on the left and on the right flank in the foundation trench. The reason for this is that due to certain changes along the line, the width of the foundation actually got widening. You understand? It got widening. And for us not to waste material for the client, which eventually will be more sand, stones, and cement, we decided to close the width of the foundation with the board so that we don't have to pour concrete everywhere, which perhaps will not be utilized or be unnecessary. You understand? So that is basically what we are doing, trying to squeeze the concrete into the center of the block work, because the block work will just be in the center. It will not be scattered everywhere. The block will just be laid in the center of the column. You understand? So this day we realized that it took us almost about 3 days to complete the foundation concrete, because we've got to make sure they are level. Most people don't understand that when you pick the level from the foundation, it makes your block work more easier. But if the foundation is not leveled and is crooked, it makes the block work also crooked, because in trying to achieve top level on finishing your footing block work, you realize that some places will require some pieces of block just to achieve equilibrium. And so when you achieve equilibrium right from the foundation, it makes your block work more easier to lay. You understand? And so it has to be leveled. It has to be linear right from the foundation. Right from the foundation. I speak with passion because I put pressure on my team. I want to check. Like I said, I improve from every project. Every project that I go to, okay, we learn something from there, and then when we go to the next project, we utilize it. So every project, there is something we are bringing on board, making sure that the client's money is being spent wisely, being utilized to its satisfaction. You understand? The right materials are being used, okay? Yes. And then the right modalities, methodologies, procedures is applied. No shortcut. You understand? No shortcut. All measurement, all grid lines must conform to the drawing. Are you with me? So, like I said, this is a huge house. It's a huge house, and we have to make sure that we follow the instructions of both the architect and the structural engineer. And these are people coming from, the same team. Are you with me? Yes. Mr. Frank Hammond, who is an electrical engineer, he has an electrical architectural firm. They designed this particular house. So if you know Mr. Hammond, call him and give him a thumbs up. Mr. Hammond is an electrical engineer, but he has a firm who does architectural drawings. And it is from this firm they design everything and making sure that everything goes on well from here. The client brought in a structural engineer to also second opinion the activities that we are doing. And so the structural engineer watches, give guidance, okay, give instructions, and we follow. We have to make sure according to the drawing we follow. You understand? And it helps a lot because it helps minimize error. You understand? Yes. And so I am super excited. I am very proud that in every project, the exposure alone brings more knowledge. And so going forward to other new projects, we go there with full energy. Okay? Yes. Here we are using 16 mm. Okay, 16 mm is what we are using throughout. In other cases, the client might decide to go with 18 mm, but because of the load calculation that was done from the top, load calculations are done from the top of the building to the bottom, because the foundation that carries the weight. So what is on top of your building? Is there going to be a poly tank? Is there going to be a package unit air conditioning sitting on top of it? All these loads must be calculated to determine the type of iron rod that must be used, and then also that determine the type of blinding we have to use, because the weight is going to sit on the blinding, you understand, or perhaps the column. So blinding, we have blinding of about 50 mm up to 100 mm. You understand? When I say mm means millimeter. So here we did a blinding of 50 millimeter. Are you with me? 50 millimeter is what we did. So that is Mr. Adade, my mason foreman, pointing finger to, give us an information of exactly what he's trying to do at the site. Are you with me? Yes. And I believe that when you have such people on board, it makes work more easier. You have full confidence in your house. You understand? You have full confidence. And one thing I love about this area is that the ground is so hard. It's so hard that, man, sometimes I feel like, do we even have to dig up to this level? Yes, we have to. Irrespective of the ground being so hard, we have to dig, because that is what has been designed in the drawing. Are you with me? Yes. So the box we place there is to make sure that we confine the concrete within a certain perimeter. We don't want to, bring in more concrete everywhere, scattered everywhere. Are you with me? So right from here, we're going to proceed with what we call the footing block work. You understand? So after the footing block work, we're going to do the pillar casting. And right after the pillar casting, we are going to do our bitumen waterproof coating. And then from there, we're going to do the laterite filling. And then after the laterite filling, we are going to do what we call the ramping. Okay, we bring in a compactor to ramp everything to ensure that the laterite has been compacted properly by pouring water. And then from there, we proceed with our ground beams. As per the design, if we have to do a mesh, we will do a mesh. If we have to do just ground beams, we will do just ground beams. You understand? Yes. Another thing you have to consider is, in most projects of this kind, we need a borehole, because you can afford to be buying water every day. Okay, you can afford to be buying water every day. With this kind of project, we use a lot of water. So if you want to buy water for this kind of project, you will lose a lot of money, because all these monies put together can get you a borehole. You understand? If a borehole is about 24,000, 22,000, depending on the depth they have to go or perhaps achieve, I think you can raise money and get it done once, because it will serve a great purpose. Right after the construction, you still have water. But if you have to buy water after the construction, you will continue to buy water. And who will lose? You. You will be losing. So here you can see my carpenter, Papa J, and his team, Joshua Adam and his team, are trying to place a board as per the grade line, because we don't want to pour concrete in the entire trench. Okay, we don't want to pour concrete in the entire trench. So we are trying to save the client from unnecessary materials, which will probably need more sand, more stones, and more cement, and then also more labor. Yes. So you can see that everything has been done. We pull our grade lines to check the straightness. Okay, that is the concrete level. The height of the concrete also has been indicated. Everything done accordingly. You understand? And for me, that is one thing I admire so much about this project, is that a lot has gone into it. And this project and that of the other one, these are all in the same Oyarifa area. Adenta and Oyarifa, they are almost the same. If you watch the Oyarifa project, which is a 7-bedroom house, a lot has been invested into that project. You understand? And we are not taking chances. The architect is there with us. We are checking, we are correcting, we are making sure we are doing modification. It's all part of the process. You understand? And all these, by the time we finish the project, you have increased your knowledge in the field of construction. And that is why construction is a field of an unending lessons, because you keep learning something new every day. Something new every day. Okay? So I'll be coming your way with episode 4. I believe that will bring us to the end of this particular video. If you love this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, look at the right hand side and subscribe to the bottom, and keep us on post notification. From me to you, it's shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye bye.